What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night. Basketball is popping right now. James Harden just played his first game as a Philadelphia 76er, and it was amazing. It was quite honestly amazing. I think they're about to win by like 30 something right now. I turned it off because it's a blowout and it's over. All the stars are on the bench. The white flags have been thrown and waved, and it looks great for Philly. But before I get into my thoughts on Harden and the whole fit and how it looks after just one game, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. All right, cool. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So basically, I've got his stats right here for the first half and the entire game as just a little bit of a backup context. So in the first half, he had 17 points, only on 6 shots, which is really nice. So he's really efficient. 3 rebounds and 5 assists. That's just in the first half. He played a nice, smooth overall game. Didn't try and go out there and force things and like, this is my team now. He didn't do any of that. Kind of just tried to follow right in line with Joel Embiid and fit in and be, the best second, or how would we put it? The best Robin, I guess, possibly, maybe even a Batman some games, who knows? But he finished with his overall game. He finished with 27 points, 8 rebounds, 12 assists, had 58% from the field overall, 71% from 3. And my favorite part, he only had 2 turnovers. A lot of times when, new guys get put into new situations and they're high usage guys, the turnovers are usually pretty high in the first few games. So he kept it low. And honestly, Minnesota's a pretty solid team overall. They're not like great, but you're not just going to roll them like they're the Houston Rockets or something like that. So I thought he fit in really well. And then he had the highest plus minus on the team at plus 35. Basically means that they were 35 points better with him on the floor than off of it. So my main takeaways that I had from this game, like my main thoughts that I left with, I was like, all right, this is what I wanted to see, or this is how I came away feeling. His first step, and for the longest time, he's had this hamstring issue that's just been holding him back. And he plays himself into shape a lot of times. But his first step, that first jab, that just takeoff move, that first step has always been his like best move, basically, because it's so lightning fast. But when his hamstring was all injured, couldn't really do it as quick, so he looked a lot slower. His first step looked like Houston James Harden. He looked like that version. He was quick and it was decisive. So I thought that was really nice. My personal favorite part, he was moving off ball, and he even got a corner 3. He rotated down to the corner to get in line with the passer, because I think it was Tobias Harris. It might have been Matisse. I think it was Tobias or Matisse was driving, and they were going to the rim. They were going to get blocked. They kicked to the corner. Harden had cut down over there to give him a lane. Got it. Knocks down the 3. And in prior teams, and for most of his career, we haven't really seen him be off ball. But we know he can do it. We know he's good when he's off ball if he's active. So him being engaged off ball is a really, really good sign for how he's feeling about this team and what kind of energy he's about to bring. Step back 3. Classic James Harden. It looked fluid. It looked ready. He got a couple 4-point plays off of it. His move looks good. It's his go-to for the most part. So it's good to see that looks fluid. He was getting to the free throw line effectively, and I think that's a big key to it. Him having his first step looking normal again. He looks like he's the same quickness and same speed that we've seen in MVP James Harden. Maybe not necessarily the exact same, but he looks basically identical to it, which is really nice. So I really like that. And this is my other second favorite part, along with, him being off ball. He kind of got all his statistics and all his impact within the flow of the offense. So it wasn't like he was just ball dominating the entire time, dribble 22 seconds and then chuck up a shot. It was like he was cutting, he was making quick decisions, he wasn't holding too long, and it felt like the other key players, I know Tobias had an off shooting night, but like Tyrese Maxey, guys like that didn't get phased out of the offense. Like they were still very prominent parts. And I really think that's going to be crucial, because it can't just be James Harden and Joel Embiid in the playoffs. You're going to need those other guys to be able to step up and have big games and clutch games. So I think that if this is how the offense looks going forward, where multiple guys are in the flow of it, it's not just 1 or 2 guys dominating it the entire time and becoming stagnant. That looks really, really nice. And we all know Harden's never been a great perimeter defender or anything like that, but the team defense with him looks solid. Like I said, when your plus minus is up 35 with him on the floor, clearly the defense is doing something right. I didn't see any like big, like, oh no, like he's really doesn't care. He seems like he's mentally there, which is the biggest thing, in my opinion, for him. And this is probably my third favorite part. Him and Embiid, this is the part that matters the most. looked like they were able to play really well off of each other. Pick and roll, like Harden was feeding him. They were getting and ones together. It was a really fluid looking duo right there. And I think that's really, really important to this team's long-term success. Philly fans, let me know how you're feeling about his first game. I thought he was electric. I thought he was exactly what you're hoping for, which like the best case scenario for them. If you think he was great, let me know in the comments. If you think he could have been better, I don't know what you're thinking, but go ahead and let me know why. If you liked how it looked, or if you saw some things and maybe you wish were a little bit better, let me know in the comments. I love seeing what people think about, especially when you have trades and stuff like that, about these players coming to their teams and how they're fitting and how they're meshing. Because you guys are more tapped into. I can't pay attention to all 30 teams. You guys are more tapped into your favorite team than I am. So I like hearing when people. I like the feedback. I like hearing when people think of it. I'm a huge James Harden fan, so I'm going to be following this for the rest of the season. Are they title contenders? I think you definitely have to put them in there. I need more games to see like how much I would want to bet on them, basically, if I would take them over certain teams. But for the first game, hell of a start. James Harden looks like Houston Harden for the most part. Joel Embiid looks like he's fitting perfectly next to him. It looks great. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video. I really appreciate it. And I'm done here. Peace.